coming and going. You'll find various breeds adapted to their environments across Arcadia.
Oh, so these Arcadians do appreciate the finer things. Guess it's only bad when Auntie does
On
it.
Paradise Island hate a good joke. Really sticks in their claw. My security team tells me we'll find a herd of hammerclaws on yonder beach. Let's go close the deal. Huh. The beach is empty. Not a creature is stirring. Someone on my team is getting quite the biggest dress. What's that in the sand? They dig! They can burrow! Underhanded rascals! Security team! Shoot them! How could you let anything that big sneak up on me? All right. Okay. Just let's crack the shell and see what's inside. Gravel meat is fragrant and inedible. The chemistricians in anti-R&D can process that goop into flavorings and hygiene products. Bad lot of good that does you in the field. Resourceful types can shut their mouths with their shells.
This window. Feel like it. These strangers. Should rip them out, shatter them, transfer them with ourselves.
Yes! Grabbing a water glass scrawler next out. They'll display us in the standing before we cut them up.
Better investigate.
Reynolds stands against us!
Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
You got my time? I am loath to admit I require medical assistance. Oh! You have my thanks and my hat.
There is a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff of these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top
Do you
rung,
believe
plus all the
Arcadia
news
shall
that's
ever
fit for
return?
listening. This is wireless-free Arcadia.
Since the schism, the Protectorate.
Auntie's employees, I can hardly express the extent of this tragedy, the breadth of this cruel attack. The brainwashed agents of the cold-hearted Protectorate just sent the Vox relay station crashing down upon their own town of Westport, leveling it. Local loss of civilian life is expected near total. This is one of the worst catastrophes I've witnessed on peaceful citizenry. The Protectorate talk much about their high-minded values and belief in community, but the view's awfully clear right now from our moral high ground. If I could venture a look toward the future, expect retribution, swift and terrible. Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
The flavor that lasts and the taste you can't top. From that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims.
But rich tobacco, sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims.
It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's two treats in one. A double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. No boring old smoke rings. You'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Ba-do-ba.
At home or at work,
By the pack or the case. It's the bubbly perk that will pick up your pace. It's bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims today. Ba-do-wop, ba-ya-da-ba, ba-do-bop, do-wop, ba-ya-da-da-da. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-wop, do-bop, bop, bop, do-do-do, ba-do-ya, ba-ba-do-ba-do-wop, ba-ba-do-wop,
Architect. I hope this does not turn back into an act before.
Apologies. Your work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
Stop deviating from the baseline.
would you want a smoky, sugary blend?
Try bubblegum slims, try bubblegum slims. It's a long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's two treats in one, a double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your
Apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
Full flavor that lasts and you can't top from that first moving hail to the very last. Try bubblegum slims, oh bubblegum slims. It's filled with flavor, bubblegum slims. Try slims today. Won't stop till the very last.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pen Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial macrowave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pen Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer.
This is the Order's anti-air control center.
And let
You don't have specific business?
bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing
Ralph,
subcomponents.
since it seems neither of us is going anywhere anytime soon, how about you tell me about yourself?
Your deception is nakedly apparent, of course. The only reason an enemy would seek to understand me is to bring about my destruction.
Quite the opposite, actually. You know, Val took me aside the other day and advised me to make inroads with you. To, lessen chances of an interfactional incident.
Is not every moment of our traveling together incidental? Your execution.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Is not every moment of our traveling together incidental? I digress. If you fear my hammer descending upon you, it shall not. Unless I have given a reason.
I'd reckon she was more concerned with the likelihood of me shoving you out the airlock. But if you don't start anything, neither will.
Yellow, even violet. Spectrum makes you smile again. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo, Fizzo, you love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum vodka. Newspaper colors through the gauntlet down. Now strike the vodka, hungry brown. All the colors, don't overthink it. Tip it back and drink it, drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo, Fizzo, you love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum vodka.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo's Fizzo, we love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum vodka.
Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7, presently at for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. That means no external transmission, no visitors.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and
You made headway. Am I to understand you have orders from the Abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry.
Choice, we strive to be
Very well.
110%
Come inside and we'll see the
wholly
source.
plus
Building on the
artificial.
left.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's choice.
Now upward and onward. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me.
Don't wanna do no cooking, all I wanna do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy can. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Force worst, oh force worst, it's not the worst unless it's force worst, oh force worst. Grab a can today.
So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with... with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
I appreciate your obvious enthusiasm. The administration of justice is a topic I rarely find others willing to engage in. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. This facility has been an archetypical example of constancy and regularity. Ergo, the last place anyone would predict anything unpredicted would occur. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. Both of them? Well, one can hardly argue against thoroughness. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to knock for tinges and splendors. Wait, so yeah, has it been classified as an accident?
Just because you're anti-clear doesn't mean she can't possess some bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like toss ball, a
Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. That explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary, fastidiousness.
Little good that's doing us now. Little good that'll do us when
Steam whistle. And that 20-back tackle pileup on the tender in the mid-port restricted zone. I was on the edge of my luxury cystine spectation lounger. Not to mention the concession sales. Invasive marketing hucked it out of the arena with their official
something down there?
Choice branded spray.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate? Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge. Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it. A transport pod full of zeranium was fired from here, at Outpost Opportunity. It subsequently exploded in spectacular fashion. A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control. Demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor's Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alpha seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
That last selection has been scientifically proven to increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the existing workforce. At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or prolonged glossolalia. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or God. Arcadia, the best thing since sliced bread. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. Updated travel guidance for all Auntie's Choice staff presently stationed in Golden Ridge. The Department of Aggressive Acquisitions and Persons Elimination has issued new guidelines for those perambulating outside occupied areas during approved break or leave period. Site Safety Officer Dickman Chow reports byways beset by groups of desperate, jittery, possibly chemically dazed outcasts turned to bushwhacking and barbarism, end quote. Personnel encountering parties from the aforesaid societal castoffs are advised to shoot first, upsell products to later. Now on to other things. Now here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptors who said such.
Would you describe the arachnid's glycerin as slathering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that in me.
Two exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation since. Just a
Of
run-of-the-mill
course, she's
golden
hiding
mean.
something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator?
Yeah.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery.
Always account for standard deviation. A circumstance.
Glad those.